What's going on, Veve gang? Welcome back to the channel, All Things Strange. It's your man, Dr. Strange. And it looks like we are back in action. So you know what I'm asking. Are we stacking or slacking on? Looks like we are getting Avengers number 9, dropping in blind box format. 5 cover variants. And yeah, we're getting a Veve variant. By Don Heck, of course, right? So this is going to drop Thursday, March 12th. And you know how we do it. We got to deep dive into this drop, get the actual details on it, check out all the covers. Also, got a DM from the fam, Chris Severs, hitting us with some Go Collect info and his opinion on this comic, of course. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he has to say. And yeah, man, if you're new to the channel, do hit the subscribe button. If you are returning to the channel, do hit the like button for your boy. And if you're new to Veve, be sure to scan the QR code at the beginning of the video, the ending of the video. And that way you can get your account started with a free 10 gems on Veve. And also, new announcement, if you also are creating your account, you could go right into my description right below where the 10 free gems link is, and you'll see another link. Because now Veve is allowing us to give you guys a free Marvel comic to start your collection off with. So be sure to take advantage of that. No telling what you will get, man. So without further ado, we need to deep dive into this drop. And I think that the first place I need to start is in my DMs with the fam, Chris Severs, because always got some gems and things to put us on to. So let's check it out, man. Let's see what this Go Collect info is looking like for Avengers number 9 and figure out, are we stacking or slacking? Okay, so we are here in the XDMs, and looks like he sent us a little bit of Go Collect info. Let's check it out right here. It says, key issue, first appearance of Wonderman, death of Wonderman. That's kind of crazy. All right, so we got artist Jack Kirby, Don Heck, Dick Ayers, writer Stan Lee, of course, the legend, cover artist Jack Kirby and Chick Stone, with a publication date of October 10th, 1964. Wow, 10/10. We got 19. All you mint hunters, you know what to do with that information. You know what to do. We have a cover price is 12 cents. You guys know anything that's 25, 35, even 50 cents or below, I'm probably going to be a sucker for the cover art, because that was just the error, man. That was the error. So we got a little bit of CGC census data right here. Total graded 2,259. Out of that, there's 2,084 universal grades. And out of those, 62 of them are signatures, 29 qualified. And we also have a restored copy. You can see here from the chart, the bulk and majority of these graded books are at the 4.0 level, 4.5, 5.0 level. But let us hop on over to the next bit of information he sent over here for us. And here we can see there are indeed plenty of 9.6s. Well, not plenty, but you know, it was showing on that chart like none for a second there. I don't know what that was about. But we can see it's definitely some price action here, some decent dollar amounts. One sold the day after my birthday back in 2012 for $8,365. I can guarantee you guys that was not me. Looks like we had this September that just passed, September 15, 2026, a 9.6 sold for $14,400. Heritage Auctions, and yeah, that was a white pages as well. So we got a couple of 9.6 universal grades here. So we can comment connect, auction green. So there you have that. Let's see what the last panel that he sent over to us is talking about. We got our CDC universal grades, the 2084. It is one for not being census, but it is not being sold at all. There's our 9.6. There are 9 of them. Totally with 5 sales, so 4 people nope. 9.6, man, selling it. Yeah, man, I think, you know, like I said, from what the chart was showing, bulk majority of these are in the 4.0 to 5.5 level. So yeah, as far as price action on the book, we got a 30-day movement on the 9.0. There's about 46 of those with 23 sales. This has a fair market value of $3,000 with a 1-year average of $2,560. And in the last 30 days, the one that sold, it sold for $3,200. So more than the yearly average, which is interesting there. So we got that bit of information. Now, let's see exactly what Chris Evers is thinking and feeling about Avengers number 9 dropping on Veve. Let's see. All right. We're here in the DMs, man. And again, shout out the fam, Chris Evers. Go Collect, of course. Maybe one day we'll get them to sponsor the show or an episode. Who knows, Maybe. But he basically gives us a general rundown, right, of everything we went over here. He says the timing makes sense for this drop, as it's rumored we might see Wonderman in the MCU for the Doomsday movie. Drops us a little IMDb link there, so we can check that storyline out. And he says, as we know, Veve and Marvel often do this to start supporting flicks a year or two out, sometimes sooner. Hope you're well, my friend. Great job on the referral ads, too. Yeah, I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, man. And if you guys haven't seen some of my ads and promos, you can go to my shorts. Be sure to support that. I appreciate that. And, yeah, man. I think we got a banger on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got one. Let's see what else he says here. He said it's another banger, so I'll likely chase one on the drop to have a first ever Genesis mint. Then hit the market to do some stacking when peeps start listing under the $15 retail price. Seems a bit high for this book considering AF-15 was $20. I think at $10 they sell out, but maybe banking on the lower edition size to offset that. Yes. We're going to deep dive into that right now and see what the edition size is. So, without further ado, let's dive into this drop for Avengers number 9. Okay, guys, we are here on the Veve app, checking out Avengers number 9. We can see here this is going to drop in about 20 hours, 21 hours from now, with a list price of 15 gems. So I kind of see what he's talking about, but let's get some more drop details here. I definitely want to figure out what the edition size is on this. So it says the mighty Avengers face the coming of Wonderman, destined to become one of the most provocative, exciting, talked about new characters, or wait till you see him. So we got 5 cavalry variants as usual. See what our editions are looking like here. All right, so we got 800 commons, 520 uncommons, 400 rares, 200 ultra rares, and 80 secret rares. Total editions is 2,000. Wow. That's interesting, man, because we've been getting a lot of books finally at the 3,000 level. I don't recall any golden era or golden age books being in that low of a edition size. I think we might have had something recently, but I don't think it had as much importance as this book as far as like a first appearance and so very interesting there, man. First available edition for public sale will be number 149. So we got a drop date, March 12th, right? Got the cover artist. Let's go over the characters. Giant Man, Thor, Wasp, Captain America, Masters of Evil, and the Avengers Collective. All right, so 22 pages. List price is 15 gems, and this comic will be burned in 30 days. So this doesn't sell out. The remaining supplies will be burned on April 12th. So there you have that. Now, this has to be one of my favorite parts, is checking out the covers. Covers. We got to start off with the common classic goodness, and it's just ridiculous, man. This is why I'm a sucker of anything coming out of this era. They just knew how to use colors. I mean, look at all these different colors and the way they just work. It's like they just had a vision, man. They just know what they're doing. So this is our comment. We got all Avengers on the cover. We got Wonderman popping off from the top, looking crazy. This is a dope cover. I'm all for it. This is actually when he's becoming Wonderman, I think, because you can see the machinery is blasting him. And yeah, he's becoming Wonderman right there before our eyes, man. I gotta get this cover A. This is a banger, man. So, whew. Let's see what the uncommon is looking like. The uncommon, this is usually not my favorite rarity, but this uncommon is fire. This is fire, man. We got new color in our left cover, corner panel there of the cover. We got no color on the letters, nothing, not even the Avengers. It's just Wonderman, and he really pops amazingly on this cover, man. Shout out Veve for doing it right. This is a banger right here. I like this. So there you have that. Now let's check out our rare. Okay. Now, this is obviously not it's technically a Veve exclusive cover, right? But the art is from within the book, so I guess that's why Don Heck technically gets credit for this cover in a weird way. Even though when he drew it, he didn't know it would be a cover. So very unique. I like the idea of having these. The only thing I don't know how I feel about is the fact that the white background makes it feel just like a secret rare. And I think that if anything, they should try something that makes these distinct and unique, and lets the secret rare be distinct and unique, and retain its unique value in that sense. Not only is it scarce, but it just has its own unique look. And I feel like they're somewhat diluting that when they allow rares and ultra rares to also look like secret rares. And we had that happen on one of our Fantastic Four books recently. And that was just a weird situation where initially the images we were shown that would be Veve exclusive rare and ultra rare covers ended up being swapped out. And then we got covers that look like this. And to be honest, all this still happened within the 30 days of the drop. So the price values on these white, rare, and ultra rares weren't really, I don't know, for whatever reason, wasn't received that well, or I don't know what the case was. But once that comic got burned, now you see the floors rise on those, and I think actually people did put some value on these covers. Maybe because they look like secret rares. It's really hard to say, but if it was me, I would actually do something insane, like make, instead of the background being white, go with that like yellow that a lot of old books used, or just a distinct color that to where if this is what the new norm is, and you're not going to get Marvel artists to do truly exclusive covers because these didn't have variants, if there's something going on where you just have to still use a panel pull, I'd rather you make that line of comics have continuity, to where if I see a cover that looks like this, like classic art is on the cover, okay, I know it's, rare and ultra, like I should see, because it's a red background or yellow or whatever you choose, if you use that consistently, then it would just stand out as its own type of collector's piece as well, because then people might want to just chase those because they're, they're even scarce within scarce things, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's what you make out of it. But when you make it look like something else that used to be unique, it takes away the uniqueness from that original thing, and it doesn't really add value to the new thing because it's not the same as that original thing. That makes any sense. But I digress. This is still a banger. I love this rare. And I'm curious to see what the ultra rare cover looks like. I know it was white as well. That much I did see. All right. So this is the other one, and this is the other panel pull that they had to use. Well, didn't have to use, but they used. And I'm not really in love with it, man. I don't know what this pose is. Like, I don't know if there's a crucifixion going on, or if it's like he dove out of a helicopter and this is him like flying through the sky towards the earth, or if this is like he's standing there and he's like leaning forward like Michael Jackson and Moonwalker, except he's able to do it with his feet spread apart somehow. MJ had the elevated heels in the shoes, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of wire work. I don't know what he's doing to pull this move off. But hey, maybe he's in the club and this is a snapshot of a dance move. I don't know. He actually resembles BE from Informant right here also. Shout out to Informant. If you're not subscribed to his channel, make sure you go and do that, because he's probably going to be covering this drop live. So there's also a Veve supported giveaway going on when he goes live. And by the way, shout out to Veve, because there's another Veve supported giveaway going on right now on this episode. So when we're done with this last cover, the secret rare, let me know down below which one of these 5 cover rarities is your favorite, so I can enter you into the next Veve supported giveaway. And after we do this, we got to pick the winner from the last episode, man. So I'm all for it. I'm ready to see who's going to get a random Veve Digital collectible or comic, man. But without further ado, let's check out the coveted secret rare. And yes, this is what I like right here. Give me an action pose, the color coordination. Veve, you did it. The white, the green letters. I still got my Avengers in the left corner. I'm excited for this. I need one of these in my collection, man. Lord, if I pull a lever, I need this, man. Because at 15 a pop, I don't know. I'm still processing, guys. I don't know if I'm stacking the Slackin on Avengers number 9. We got to keep unpacking this, man. We got to keep unpacking. So, what are we going to do next? I feel like I need to go to Key Collector. I need some more information. I don't feel like there's a lot more information out there, but I'm still going to search for it anyway, damn it. So let's do it, man. We're going to Key Collector right now. Check out Avengers number 9. Figure out if I'm stacking or slacking on it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here on Key Collector checking out Avengers number 9, and you can see right there on the screen, released October 1964, and this is a key. So I figured, we go over the brief synopsis of the book, man. Let you guys see what it is. So it says the coming of Wonderman, Baron Zemo, the Executioner, and the Enchantress scheme on how to defeat the Avengers. They notice in the news that Simon Williams, arrested for embezzling money, blames Tony Stark. They agree to help him get revenge on Stark, as Iron Man is his bodyguard. They are unaware that they are one and the same. They take Williams to the Amazon jungle and use a machine on him, which makes him all-powerful. But to keep him under control, Zemo poisons him, and only he knows the antidote. Diabolical, man. They stage a battle against the Avengers, where Wonder Man aids the Avengers to earn their trust. He explains the illness he has, and the Avengers work to find a cure. The Wasp is taken captive, and the Avengers go to save her, only to be betrayed by Wonder Man. The Masters of Evil come very close to defeating the Avengers until Wonder Man turns on Zemo. His change of heart is due to the Avengers doing all they could to save him, even though they didn't know him. Wonder Man saves the Avengers, but subsequently dies from Zemo's poison. That bastard, man. This reminds me a lot of kind of like the storyline of Fantastic Four in the movie with Silver Surfer. How, they separated Silver Surfer from the board. Then he got to know Sue, and then she explains like what humanity is all about, and they kind of help him, and then, that makes him, kind of turn on Galactus, you know what I mean? So it's like it comes full circle. But yeah, to kind of see the framework of that, being very similar to this. So you can see here some of our cover stuff going on here. Very nice. This cover, the blue, looks a little bit deeper and more rich than the cover we have for some reason. Maybe it's me. But this book had a low of 90, a mid of 285, and a high of 900. Wow. And that's raw, guys, raw copies. So here's variants, and this actually looks more in line with our cover variant right here with the more deeper blue, whereas this has a little bit of a sky bluish. It's just a lighter version of the blue, but banging nonetheless. I will take it, man. So we got some key facts: first appearance and death of Wonder Man, later resurrected. Interesting. All right. And June 2022, the official series was announced. Disney Plus with Yahya Abdul Mateen II cast as Simon Williams. So there's the rest of our details right here. So what I need to do next, without further ado, is figure out who the winner of the last episode for the Veve supported giveaway is. So let's head on over to YouTube, grab that link, and figure out who it's gonna be, man. Let's figure it out. Okay, we are here on YouTube, and I am going to get the link for the video here. Appreciate your support. 12 likes on the video. Appreciate that, man. 22 comments, probably a couple of mine mixed in there. So let's go to the YouTube comment picker and get a winner. Okay, this has to be my favorite random comment picker right here for sure. So I'm just gonna put the link there, hit the fetch button, see what we got. Okay, we got 17 comments. Yep, I remember replying to a couple of you guys. So, who is the winner of the Veve supported giveaway? Oh, Rob Cooks again. He sniped in. He came in. Man. Now, Rob, you did it again, man. What can I say? Congratulations, Rob Cooks, man. It's 2 times in a row, man. So what can I tell you? You know, it is what it is, man. You know, he's going a long time without winning, and now it's back-to-back dubs. Man, he's doing it like Majin Jesus out here, bro. So, hey, congratulations, man. What can I tell you? Be sure to DM my collectibles with your Veve username, man. Get that out to you ASAP, bro. So yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Be sure to enter this episode's Veve supported giveaway by letting me know which one of those 5 cover rarities is your favorite, man. So yeah, this is amazing, man. So I'm not gonna keep too much more of your guys' time, because at the end of the day, the question is, am I stacking the Slackin on Avengers number 9? I mean, guys, I think the answer's pretty simple. Hell yeah, your man Dokta Strange is gonna be stacking on Avengers number 9, man. So first appearance of Wonderman, me and Chris was a couple of us in space, as a matter of fact. We sitting here talking about like, yo, this TV show is pretty damn good. Veve, where's the book at? Where Marvel? Where is the book? We need this comic, man. So I mean, we're a little late in a sense. We're like a month or 2 out from when the show dropped, but hey, better late than never. I mean, y'all also, I'm not even getting into Black History Month. Anyway, yo, this book is right on time. Loving all these covers. Maybe not the ultra rare as much, but definitely the SR, the rare, common, uncommon, beautiful, man. So I feel like I got a stack on this one, man. That 2000 editions is scary. I am gonna pull a lever on the actual drop. 15 gems a pop is a little hefty, but I get it. Marvel, Veve gotta eat, and I gotta feed the beast. Because how else do they know that I support these types of drops and situations and these beautiful golden era comics, man? So I have to let them know this is what we want, this is what we need. So I'm going to drop 15 gems on the drop, man. I'm going to do it. And yeah, I think the aftermarket is going to be where it's at, man. That's where all the action's going to go down. Yo, this is a dope preview slide that you gave us here on the app now. I like this. Can I zoom in? Let me see. I don't know if I can zoom in. But yeah, this is dope, no doubt, man. Look at all these colors and the way they pop, and yeah, I just love old comics, man. It's so fun. So yeah, man, that's what's going on. And I need to know down below, are you gonna be stacking the Slackin on Avengers number 9, man? It's about to go down. That's all I can tell you. 2000 editions. I'm grabbing some. So I hope y'all just throw them on the floor on the market for cheap, so I can get more. Appreciate that. But you know what I'm saying? Be sure to leave me a comment down below, man, so I can enter into that Veve supported giveaway, man. But I appreciate you guys coming to the channel. But for now, your man Dokta Strange, all things strange, is out.
for the bread and 2 for the show. 3 for the block, man, y'all already know. Keep it real.